Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that Surewinder is still selling amazing products. Some of you guys have been dragging your feet for whatever reason. If your shoulder hurts, do not waste time. Pull the trigger. I just bought 4 or 5 of them, and we had 2 guys out. You know how much it cost me to pay for 2 guys being out with bad shoulders? We just pulled the trigger and we said, listen, everybody's going to have one on a truck. It's mandatory. You got to use it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till your guys go down. It's going to cost you more. Buy a Surewinder.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to 2026. Holy cow. What is going on? Time's flying. I'm getting older, and God is good. We're blessed. Not much to complain about, you know? I mean, we could, but nobody would care. Today, I'm going to be going over the top 5 things you need to know about GBP, Google Business Profile, in 2026, because it matters. It matters a lot, but we don't know the future of Google Business Profile. But I want to, some things that kind of like slip that a lot of people, don't pay attention to. I'm going to cover a couple of those things that probably aren't getting a lot of headlines that I think you should be aware of. Let me adjust here. All right, before we jump in, I'm going to go over a couple of announcements. Listen, our stats for Torsion Talk have done really well this year. I'm going to go over a couple of things with you. Total audience is up 42%. We were in the top 15% of videos on Spotify, which is pretty stinking cool if you ask me. Top countries: United States number 1, Canada 2, South Africa 3, Australia 4, and Mexico 5, which is also pretty interesting. Total new audience is up 687% over last year. That's pretty special. Got a little background on top artists our listeners listen to. Morgan Wallen number 2, Taylor Swift Morgan Wallen 1, Taylor Swift 2. I don't know what you guys are doing out there. Just jamming out to Taylor Swift on your way to jobs, I guess. Fans listen to my podcast longer than 90% of other shows on Spotify. I received more comments than 78% of other shows, which is pretty interesting. And I've received more shares than 85% of other shows. It's nice. I think that's it. I wanted to share that with you because you guys are listening and helping us build our brand and get the word out about Torsion Talk. And it's grown tremendously this year. And just want to say thank you to everyone who listens and follows along, likes and subscribes. One area that we're really low on is subscriptions, follows, whatever. So please check that out. Do that for us. Greatly appreciate it. All right, next, we're experiencing a lot of growth in GDU. I don't know what it's all about, but we're getting a lot of people signing up for GDU, so we're super excited about that. Markinuity's had more leads in the past 60 days than we have in the last 6 months. These are all signs that I feel like people are kind of turning the corner a little bit, maybe feeling a little bit confident about 2026 and some of the changes. The interest rates are coming down. People are starting to purchase. I think buildings are going to start kicking back up again with interest rates lower. So I view all of this as positive direction. I'm hiring a director of operations / integrator, and I'm going to be moving to sales for my door company. I'm going to be focused on sales and content creation. That's going to be my 100% focus, and I am super excited about it. I'm trying to put the best people in the best places to win. And, if I had to, I am a visionary, I'm a salesperson, I'm a marketer. If I am not a great day-to-day operational guy, I can be. I actually, well, let me put it this way. I'll put me up against anybody on a 60-day stretch. After 60 days, though, I'm probably not going to be able to match the enthusiasm and the ability to lead like someone who's built to be an integrator. So I'm hiring a director of operations for air and overhead doors. If you're listening to this, you think you'd be a good fit, make sure you reach out to me. I'm looking internationally, or not internationally, but nationally. Actually, we have international listeners. If you want to move to the States, work for air and overhead doors, and you're a killer integrator or director of operations, we're looking for someone who's got a lot of experience, someone who's potentially run a, 10, 15, 20, I'd like 15, $20 million home service business, because I want someone who's been where we're trying to go, help us get to the next level. My experiment with Phil Pulse was kind of a dud. I'm not super happy with them, but what saved us was the Go High Level platform that we've been building out. I think 80% of our operations are on there, and then we're only using Phil Pulse now for like booking appointments, estimates, price book, and payments. That's it. Like everything else pretty much is in our version of High Level for garage door companies. So super excited about that. We're testing everything, breaking everything, and we will be rolling out a bunch of really cool features to everybody in GDU. So super excited. December Google Core update has rolled out, and we're seeing drops in traffic. It's not just us. A lot of the people that we network with in the SEO community are seeing a little bit of the same thing. We also feel like less and less like ads are taking up bigger spaces in some scenarios, but just some things to keep in mind. So let's jump into the top 5 things that I think you need to know about with Google Business Profile in 2026. Number 1, is it worth it to have a brick and mortar or like a warehouse of some sort? And the answer is yes. So if you can find a really cheap place that you can maybe sell remotes and keypads and remote batteries and whatever out of, do it that way. You could also have like a little mini showroom in the front area with like handheld door samples. Like I'm talking about doing it super cheap. You can go find you something for $1,500 a month. It's well worth it to have a location that you can list online on Google Business Profile as hybrid. And the reason why I tell you that is because Google favors that. And you're less likely to get suspended, even if you do some dumb stuff, if you have the hybrid setup. And if you get suspended, it's easier to get it back up as well. So that's my number 1. Yes, get a location. It can't be a home, no residence for hybrid. Has to be a commercial application that somebody can visit. Number 2, choosing the right categories are key. Some of you guys may not know, but there are multiple categories now that are great for garage door companies. So you got garage door supplier, which is pretty popular. You got spring repair, and you got repair service. Hey guys, I found something that changed my business and I want to share it with you. We've created packages that have included some of the best products in our industry to offer our service customers. The heart of that package is Stealth Hardware Kit. Stealth Hardware is the quietest hinges on the market. I challenge you to buy at least one of these, test it for yourself. Put it on your truck and design a quiet performance package for your customers willing to pay for a better, smoother running door. Buy your Stealth Hardware Kit at Service Spring, do a search for quiet hinge, and then buy that. You can buy a double or single door, 7 or 8 foot tall, and promise you, it'll change your service forever.
Somer USA and Somer Group want to thank you for an incredible year and the trust you've put in them and their products. As you know, Somer places high value on relationships, education, customer service, innovation, and professionalism. And they are grateful to you for your part in the fostering and dissemination of these values. If there is any way Somer can support you in your journey, whether through their products, the values they hold to, or the knowledge Somer has gained through interaction with door dealers across the world, please reach out to the team at your convenience. They are here to serve you. Again, thank you from the entire Somer team. Check them out at somerusa.com. Tell them Ryan sent you.
These are the two categories that I would say probably aren't on a lot of Google business profiles that you're going to want to get on there. Now, Google's, got a lot of these update things going on. And, in some cases they're like, no, we're not accepting this category. And so there's some things that you can do to work around some of that. But in some cases they just don't let you. So number two, make sure you're utilizing all the proper categories. Number three, prepare your CSRs for a feature that's being rolled out nationwide in a lot of other industries. And I believe it will probably hit garage doors soon, but it's in Google Business Profile. There's a button called Have AI Get Prices feature, like a little button. And if you click that, it basically like asks you a series of questions and then calls the businesses in the Google Business Profile and ask for pricing. If you don't provide pricing, then you're pretty much out of it. So you need to prepare your CSRs for this feature and not be like scared to give out pricing to AI, right? So if AI is calling you, you've got an opportunity to sell a door or sell, a spring repair or whatever. So we're a garage door opener. So make sure that you're doing a good job of training your CSRs on how to handle that. As a matter of fact, I would actually, this is a little extra. I would be putting pricing on your website. 2026 is the year of prices on websites. I don't care if you're too high. I don't care if you're too low. Put prices on the website. Don't worry about your competition. Listen, I'm telling you, I've done case studies. I have risen to the number one position for my primary keyword just by adding a price to the page. Make it happen. It's really important. Okay. I get a lot of people that I like come to us and we see this thing going on where people are creating multiple Google business profiles, and good for you. Listen, take advantage of it. It's a great feature. I don't know how long it's going to be great for, but I'm going to tell you right now, you need to take advantage of it while it's still good. Now, the problem is that we have so many people reaching out to us about Google Business Profile and being suspended. And one of the most common issues that we're seeing with people with multiple profiles is that they don't have it set up right. Listen, your landing page, and this goes for everything, not just multi-location, but your landing page, which you put in for that location's Google Business Profile, is extremely important. Like, extremely important. Number one, it needs to be optimized for the city and the keywords that you want to rank your GBP for. I love GBP for repair. I don't think a ton of people are coming to you through your Google Business Profile for new doors. I also believe, I think I mentioned this on a previous podcast, that selling equipment, selling doors through service is the way to go. Like, I'm just convinced by that. So we're getting ramped up and really trying to push to get more and more service leads. And one of the ways you can do that is optimize your homepage for your multiple Google Business Profile locations and make sure that you are the phone number matches, or the phone number and the code that you're using for your replacement number matches your GBP. So those are some keys. Title, honestly, is everything. I know I'm about to go into something that's going to probably like frustrate a lot of you guys, but wouldn't be a bad idea to like do a DBA of your business and put in a keyword, right? Like, couldn't hurt. I'm just saying. One of the challenges that you have is Google Business Profile guidelines say that your name has to match your license. So like you register your company as Aaron Overhead Doors, then it needs to match that. Now, here's the catch. Historically, they've allowed you, especially if you have multiple locations, to put a city identifier at the end. So like, for example, Aaron Overhead Doors Buford, Aaron Overhead Doors Milton, Aaron Overhead Doors Buckhead. So that's how we distinguish the difference between our locations easily. So long story short, that may be changing. But the fifth one is have a title that works really well for your GBP of your business. That would be your business name. So naming your company needs to be very strategic. And if I had to do it all over again, I would have repair in my name, garage door repair, because that's what the scammers are doing, and it's working really, really well for them. All right. So bonus tip. Google has guidelines online, and these guidelines get updated from time to time. And recently there were some updates, and I'm going to deep dive into some of these and obviously like go over it with my team, and we're going to go through everything, but I've just got some highlights for you. So these are updates that were done in like late 2025. Business links. Links must be crawlable, lead to specific location pages, not just corporate, and allow direct action completion. E.g., an order link must allow ordering. So they're going to be classifying these links and making sure that like where you take people, that it's actually where like the action item that you're putting in there is. Business name, strict enforcement against keyword stuffing, unnecessary symbols, all caps, or location details not in the official name, e.g. best pizza in Chicago. So this should even level the playing field, but I don't know how they're going to handle this when it comes to like people getting their business name registered as like Buford Garage Door Repair, whatever. So I'm not sure how they're going to handle that, if that's the company name. And then does this change? It says or location details not in the official name. So is this a reversal of their original guidelines of you can have the city, but you can't have, so you can add a city at the end, especially if you have multi-location. This is essentially saying no location details. So I'm going to dig into that further for you guys, because I do think this is a pretty big change if that is indeed the case. So I'm going to dig into that and figure out more details for you. Descriptions and content. Focus on clarity, relevance, and authenticity. Avoid promotions, irrelevant content, or special characters. Suspensions and rejections. They're going to provide clear guidelines on why profiles content are rejected, often tied to verification status or link issues. So that's it. Lots of changes, lots of things. I need to probably get some clarity on the location thing, because I think that's huge. We have 3 locations. We're looking to expand possibly 2 more. Well, actually, between the 2 companies, we have like 6 or 7 locations. They've got 4, we got 3, so that's 7. Plus we got Phantom location, and yeah, we're going to launch 2 more. So keeping all that in mind, that is a pretty big change if that is indeed something they're going to try to eliminate. But if you have multiple locations, I don't see why they would do that. It makes no sense. If you just have 1 location, I can definitely understand the reasoning behind it. Anyway, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for listening to my first podcast of 2026. And if you want help with your Google Business Profile, make sure you check out Markinuity.com, or you can join GDU, where we talk about marketing, sales, business growth, and everything else under the sun. GarageDoorU.com. Thank you. Have a blessed day.